Welcome back to another video. It is finally peak week. For those of you that don't know what peak week means, it's basically the last week of a bodybuilding diet for the show. So what you're trying to do is peak your physique and get as low in body fat as you can just before you carb up and fill your muscles out. Basically what you have to do is deplete your carbs for the first half of the week and you just get super low in energy. And then a day or two before the show, you carb up and then you get super full. This week, I'm gonna be taking small clips each day, taking into account my energy, the way I look, the way I feel, posing, all those sorts of things so you guys can see what a peak week should look like. Without further ado, let's get into it. So I weighed in this morning at exactly 163, so let's take a look at what that looks like. Alrighty guys, for meal number one, it was supposed to be 4 full eggs, but we're out of full eggs for some reason right now. So I did the closest thing I could and did 200 grams of egg whites with 2 tablespoons of peanut butter on top. The macros are pretty similar. We're gonna eat this, and then we're gonna go and do 30 minutes of our cardio before hitting legs with the coach today. Alright, we're headed out to the shop to get on the bike and do some cardio. Right now we're drinking about 2 gallons per day, still salting all meals. After cardio, I'll run you guys through what my pre-gym as well as all my other meals look like right now, and then we'll head to the gym. Alright, here we have the pre-workout meal, also the meal that I eat 4 times a day. That first meal is the only one that's different at 4 eggs. And then the rest of them are 5.5 ounces of cooked chicken, 70 grams of cooked rice, and 100 grams of asparagus. So I'm gonna down this, and then we will see you guys at the gym. Alrighty guys, and that was the last leg day of prep. Feels so good to say. I mean, it's been fun and I look really good and I'm excited to compete, but I'm just glad to be done with the last leg day. Now I'm going to do my other half of cardio because I did 30 minutes this morning. I will see you guys in day 2. As you guys just saw, I just hit a new low, 161.2. That's like 0.8 pounds under my last new low, which is pretty crazy because we are 4 days out right now. 4 days out. Unfortunately, that might be the only good news I get today because my diet today is going to suck. Let's take a quick look at what that 161.2 looks like. We are looking insane. I'm so excited to compete. Without further ado, let's show you what that first meal is gonna look like. All right, here it is, meal number 1. Unfortunately, we're out of whole eggs again, so it's 230 grams of egg whites and 2 full servings of peanut butter. And it actually tastes pretty dang good because I'm 4 days out from a show. I'm gonna eat this. I have 50 minutes of cardio today, so I'm gonna go do the first 25 minutes. I will see you guys out there. The amount of time that I've spent on this bike in the last 4 months is insane. Like, if you were to add it all up together, it'd be a pretty ridiculous amount of time, at least as far as spending time on a bike goes. The cardio sessions are finally starting to wind down. So yesterday I got up to 60 minutes, and then today we're doing 50, and I believe tomorrow we're doing 40. So we're winding down, and this is going to be one of the last cardio sessions of my prep. Let's knock this cardio out. Typically I drink about half or 1 full half gallon while I'm doing my cardio, and then afterwards I'll run through a little bit of posing. Let's grind through one of these final cardio sessions, and then I will show you guys what I was talking about with my diet. Ooh. I forgot a fork. This is why I was saying the diet situation is looking pretty dire today. It's 6 ounces of chicken and 120 grams of asparagus for all 4 meals after my first one. So, in case you were wondering, that's like, it adds up to something like 15 carbs, which means my energy is gonna be way down. The workout is gonna suck. There's gonna be like no pump whatsoever. I mean, but at least it tastes good, right? But anyways, I take this Taco Bell sauce and apply it liberally on top to provide some form of lubrication, because this is all pretty dry. I mean, the only thing that was lubricating it before was 70 grams of rice, and now I don't even have that. But yeah, this is what my next 4 meals look like today. I also thought I would mention I did 50 minutes of cardio instead of just doing half of it, because I did the first half and I was like, wow, this really sucks and I don't want to come back out here and do it again. I'm gonna eat this and I will see you guys at the gym. All right, just pulled up to the gym for the last full day of prep. Feels a little crazy to say, but it's finally time. Today was probably the toughest day yet, the lowest energy by far, probably because my macros look like this right now. I'll put them on the screen, but I think my net carbs was somewhere around like 15. So I'm just absolutely depleted. And on top of that, I didn't bring my pre today. We're gonna go and try and make it through this pole day without pre or any energy, but we'll give it our best. Well, workout's finished, and that was without a doubt, and it's not even close, the worst workout of prep so far. The lack of carbs is just not it when you're trying to get a good lift in. 0 pump, 0 energy, couldn't even lift a lot of weight, not even supposed to lift a lot of weight. I'm supposed to be doing like 80% of what I would usually do and like a little bit higher reps. I'm just here to pump up the muscle pretty much and say, hey, send protein to this so it doesn't shrink, because obviously if you just stop working out, your muscles are gonna shrink. So, I mean, the workout is just a formality at this point, and it was absolutely awful. I'm gonna get home, I'm gonna have my last meal, which is, surprise, surprise, 6 ounces of chicken and 120 grams of asparagus. Again, net carbs today is around 15, so I'm gonna eat that, hopefully get a good sleep tonight, and I will see you guys in day 3. It's day 3, and I'm unbelievably tired. Like, I got a great sleep. I slept great last night, other than the fact that, I mean, it's pretty normal to have to wake up like 6 times to pee. when you're this lean. I'm so low on energy with no carbs. And today I'm gonna be eating exactly the same thing I ate yesterday. Today is just a mirror image of what yesterday was, but with a push day at the end. So I probably won't be filming much, but I'll show you guys what I look like right now. Again, we're looking a pretty diced, super flat. That's because we have no carbs and our body's holding on to absolutely zero water right now. So as soon as we carb up, we should be looking fantastic. I'm gonna go eat right now and do 40 minutes of cardio, and then if I have another update throughout the day, I'll let you guys know. Just wrapped up the 40 minutes of cardio for today. That was by far, physically and mentally, the most tough cardio session I've done this prep yet. I just have zero energy, absolutely none. And my drive to finish it was like not there. So that was rough. I'm gonna run through a little bit of posing because your presentation on stage makes a big difference. It can be the difference between winning and losing. So we're gonna practice a little bit of posing right now. And that is a little bit of posing practice wrapped up. I'm looking pretty good. I still have quite a bit of work to do on the posing side. Like I said earlier, today's gonna be pretty much a mirror image of what happened yesterday, where I have no carbs and it's just exactly the same meals with a push day instead. I'll probably update you guys after the workout, and then I'll update you at the very end of the day before heading into day 4, where hopefully things start to get a little bit easier. Alright guys, so day 3 is coming to a close here. I just ate my last meal. Very low carb. Energy was very low. The workout sucked, but we're just about through the thick of it. The hardest part is pretty much over. Tomorrow we get to start the process of carbing up, which I'm extremely excited for. I can't wait to eat carbs again and have energy, and maybe tomorrow's workout will be semi-good, but that is gonna be it for day 3. I will see you guys tomorrow. Alrighty guys, it is day 4 of peak week. That means we are 2 days out from show day. That's insane. Let's go take a look at what we look like. Definitely the craziest we've looked so far, but I am starving. And today we get to start up the carb up process, so let's go do that. Okay, breakfast today on day 4, 2 days out, is 3 full eggs, and then finally, thank the Lord, 60 grams of oats right here, with a little bit of sugar-free syrup and some cinnamon mixed in. I've needed carbs so bad these last 2 days. Just walking around. Literally, you would never think that walking would get so difficult, but it was just so hard to make myself get up and move around. But we're finally through the thick of it. Unfortunately, last night, I think probably it has something to do with the food, but last night I got the worst sleep I've had all prep. I mean, just the show was running through my mind, and also I had a growling stomach. Let's start this carb up and get into day 4 of peak week. I thoroughly enjoyed that breakfast with carbs in it, having been deprived of carbs for the last 2 days. And now it's time to go get our last cardio session in of prep, 30 minutes on the bike. And that was me wrapping up the final 30 minutes of cardio of all of prep. Man, that is amazing. Feels so good to say. Spent hours and hours on that bike, but now I have to go and run through posing one more time with my coach at the gym. I'm not gonna bring my camera because it's kind of a pain in the butt to do that. Look at this. Dude, there's Costco muffins just sitting right there. I want one of them so bad, but 2 more days. 2 more days. Anyways, I'm gonna go do the posing with my coach, and then I'll catch up with you guys for my next meal. We got finally a meal with some carbs in it. We have 140 grams of rice right here, 3 ounces of chicken, and 70 grams of asparagus. This is the same as my other 3 meals today. So I'm gonna have this, and then I'll have another one, and then we'll get a couple clips of my last workout of prep. Alrighty guys, so we are back out at the home gym. Time to get the final workout of prep in. My coach told me he wanted me to do a full body day. Just so, because earlier in the week I already hit a leg day, push day, pull day, and then this final day, because you don't want to work out the day before the show, because you want to have all that energy for posing on stage. So this day, which is Thursday, I'm gonna do a full body, just a super light full body workout, just to pump blood into the muscles. And basically it's just like a really light pump for the entire body. And since today we started the carb-up process, I already feel 20 times better than I did yesterday. And I have so much energy. Even if the workout isn't good, I'm just glad that I have energy to get up and talk and move around again. So without further ado, let's get this workout started. The contrast between today's lift and yesterday's lift is absolutely insane. It's literally as far apart as it gets. Like yesterday, worst lift I've ever had. Today, best lift by far. Like the pump is insane right now. It's absolutely nuts. And today I only had somewhere in the neighborhood of like 200 carbs. And tomorrow I'm having like 4 times that to get pumped for the stage. It's just absolutely insane how good this workout's going. Let's go. Let's freaking go. All right, and that is gonna wrap up the last lift of prep. Man, that was amazing. Absolutely unreal. Like I've never had veins there like that before. I have one more meal left to eat today. I'm gonna make a trip to the grocery store to pick up a couple things that I might need for tomorrow, as well as show day, like rice cakes, just stuff to carb up with. And then, yeah, I guess that's about it for day 4. I will see you guys in the last day of peak week, day 5. It is finally Friday, day 5 of peak week, the last day before my show. Just 24 hours from now, I will be in my car on the way to the show. That's insane. And like less than 12 hours from now, I'll have a tan on my body. So things are moving so quickly at this point. I woke up this morning the hungriest I've woken up all peak week. The 2 macronutrients that cause satiety in the stomach are protein and fat, both of which were really low yesterday. And I just had a bunch of fast digesting carbs, so I woke up on a really empty stomach. Today we're extremely high in carbs. Again, most of the meals are the same. There's about 3 different ones, so I'll be showing those 3, and then I'll be showing me getting my tan and and prepping for show day tomorrow. So let's get into it. So we're starting today off with 3 full eggs, 2 flavored rice cakes, and then 74 grams of Gatorade powder. Tons of fast digesting carbs. And turns out my coach just texted me and told me that I still have another 20 minutes of cardio. So I'm gonna down this and go do some walking on the treadmill. These apple cinnamon rice cakes are actually really good right now. I wanted caramel, but this is all they had. All right, I'm getting my cardio started here, and I'm doing it on the treadmill today because I am over being on that bike right there. Today, water intake is limited to 1 gallon, and I have to finish drinking all of it before 8 o'clock, which obviously shouldn't be an issue since I've been doing 3 gallons. Actually, I'm gonna try and finish it a little bit before then. And the purpose of that is so that the carbs all go into the muscles and then they have water to help fill the muscle, but not too much to where we look watery tomorrow, because we want to be full but dry, so we're super sharp but as big as we can be. That Gatorade powder that I had was included in my water intake for today. Today is pretty much just going to be eating, carbing up, and resting. I'm gonna do this last 20 minutes of cardio, this actual last 20 minutes of cardio, because I'm definitely not doing cardio on show day, and then I will catch up with you guys for meal 2. Here we have meal 2, 2 flavored rice cakes again, 300 grams of cooked rice, and then 1 ounce of cooked chicken. There's so little chicken in here that it's like hiding in all of the rice. Meals 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 are all exactly the same as this. Meal 7 is the one that's a little bit different, which is the one that I'm gonna be having when I get back home after getting my tan. We'll update you guys when we're leaving to get a tan. We're headed right now to the Riverside Hotel, where I'm going to get my first coat of tan, or I guess however many coats they do. I was looking for slides and I couldn't find any, so right now we have Vans and socks on. Hopefully that works. Also just put on shorts and a t-shirt, even though I've seen everybody else do it in sweats. I don't know why. We got all the meals in the back because I have my tan at 4:15, and then after that I have to go and check in, which is at 4:30 to 6:30, and then after that we have the athlete meeting. So I'm gonna be gone for a while, so I got all the meals so we can get all carved up. We'll check back in with you when we're at the tanning place. Yeah, we don't need to film walking in.
Oh, science masks are good for us. What do you think?
What up?
You don't look much different.
I don't know, they touch up tomorrow if I need it.
That wristband.
Oh, okay.
I want you back here that time tomorrow morning, right here.
Awesome, thank
Okay?
you.
See you in the morning.
The lady doing it asked if it was my first time, and I was like, yeah. She was like, wow, you have big legs. I know, and she was like, what's your favorite exercise to grow these bad boys? And I was like, hack squat, maybe.
Deadlift. Did you show her?
No, and then she was like, oh, well, this is your first show? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, oh, you'll do really well.
I saw we were watching Chris Bum, and he was butt naked, bro.
Yeah, he is.
And that's why we thought that they giggled when you right there.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
At a dick building competition.
That didn't happen.
How do you feel?
Just stickier than I did a couple minutes ago.
How's that rice cake?
These apple cinnamon ones are actually really good.
Is it bussin'?
It is busting. Really living the bodybuilder lifestyle now.
Have a bite of that?
Sorry.
Just a little piece?
All for me.
Just a little bite? Just a corner bite?
No, I'll lose my show if you have a bite. My leg was not that color a minute ago.
It's getting darker, bro.
I'm freaking orange now. What's going on? That's crazy. You guys gonna sit up there?
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're 5'9"?
No, I'm 5'8.5".
We'll find out.
Oh, I already know.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How you doing? Good. Yeah.
That face.
You're 27 inches?
Oh, I guess I'm 5'7" now.
Oh, you're 5'7".
Do a double by.
Here, let's go.
He looks like a fake human right now.
Dude, it's Michael Hearn.
That's actually nuts.
Oh, it's Indian.
Being able to see somebody like that was living a dream more than bodybuilding. He was living this life that I go, wow, you can train, you can build this discipline, this commitment to make yourself a better person. Touched me at that age, and I never stopped from that day forward. But to me, this isn't a show, this is something so much more. You guys all started 12 to 14 weeks ago, right? And you're a different person today just from that trauma that you guys put yourselves through. So keep thinking about that. And each time you get to a new show, it's a new trauma, it's a new better you, it's a new version. I know that's wild and crazy, and we're crazy cats that we love this stuff, but we keep going, we keep doing this, and we keep loving it.
Okay, let's go. Let's go. I need a pee.
We just wrapped up at the athlete meeting. Mike O'Hearn was there. Got to see him. That was pretty sick. Got a couple pictures with him. I just ate my second to last meal, but really excited. Got my first coat of tan. I'll have another one in the morning, and got my first coat of tan on, and I will check in with you guys when I get home, do a little bit of posing to see what we look like before we go to bed so we can compare it to the morning of the show. Finished my water a little bit earlier. Eating that meal of 1 ounce of chicken, 300 grams of rice, and 2 rice cakes completely dry is pretty dang difficult. Eating that dry is one of the harder things I've done throughout this prep. Just finished at check-ins, and my coach said he wanted me to come and do one last little pump-up session. Just fill the muscles up with all those carbs that I got to consume today. Make sure all those carbs are going to use while we dry out, and hopefully we wake up tighter and leaner tomorrow morning. But I'm gonna do the pump-up session. We'll do a little bit of posing, and then we'll close this video out. So at the very least, we're looking pretty dark. Hopefully we dry out a little overnight. Feeling pretty confident right now. Hopefully tomorrow goes great. I have one more meal to eat tonight. It's a little higher in fats, still just as many carbs, but hopefully those carbs fill into the muscles. I'm nice and satiated from that peanut butter, and then let's kill the show tomorrow. If you guys watched to this point in the video, thank you guys so much for following along the process, and make sure to stay tuned for show day. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.